Blessings. Norma Einstein paints Juanito Gonzalez into a humiliating religious corner. In the political satire, the Einstein sisters bag the flying monkeys, set in Florida 2000 before the theft of the election. Norma tried to control her temper. What sane person could hope to benefit from dragging America's young men and women into slaughterhouses in Iraq and Afghanistan? She lectured Juanito that foreign occupation always breeds resistance, and resistance requires harsh repression. Repression produces violence against the occupiers, who retaliate. Retaliation ensures revenge. It's like one of Grandpa Albert's laws of nature. The cycle never ends. Look at Israel, she advised. Palestine is Israel's Vietnam. Iraq and Afghanistan will become America's second and third Vietnams. Our young men and women versus an entire population that they were misled to think they were helping. 30 years ago, Western soldiers went to Vietnam thinking they were bringing freedom. Soon they learned to fear all Asian men, women, and children. After all, anyone could throw a grenade. Eventually, the enemies became subhuman and their religion false. In Iraq, Americans will adopt the Israelis' disastrous civilization versus terrorists mindset. Paul Wolfowitz will send young Americans to conquer, occupy, and devastate hostile Arab lands, turning our idealistic soldiers into battle-numbed monsters. Is that what you want, Juanito? What, me worry? Juanito replied with an Alfred E. Newman grin, trying to lighten up the conversation. I'm going to become a Republican operative. I'll be wearing a business suit, not a military uniform. By the way, Juanito, where is the money coming from? Iraq has oil, Juanito answered. Or George W. Bush can borrow the money. Borrowing from foreigners to finance eternal wars for power, profit, and Israel could rapidly tank our economy. If brutal wars of attrition in Palestine, Afghanistan, and Iraq suck in Iran, Lebanon, and Syria, what would that cost? Let me figure. $10 million an hour. One American soldier in Afghanistan will cost taxpayers $500,000 per year. Listen, Juanito, right now in October 2000, the United States borrows from Japanese and Chinese bankers almost $1 billion a day just to pay the interest on the deepening trade and budget deficits. What if that doubles? Massive military spending and the wholesale transfer of wealth to America's super rich on the backs of ordinary Americans is not working. It's not just wrong. It will create a toxic financial bubble that will burst. Clearly, the resulting world economic collapse will dwarf the Depression of the 1930s, and most of America's Christian and Jewish working people will suffer in ways we can barely imagine. Who is going to pay the bill, Juanito? Who? Bush is a Christian Zionist, Juanito said, joking. We won't stick around to pay it back. That's why I say, enjoy life on your credit card. The rapture is your life raft. Juanito, that's sick. You're too smart to really believe that stuff. The rapture isn't stuff. Are you insulting my religion? Insulting your religion? You're talking about destroying my world. That's this week's story from the Church of the Poor Little Children Who Will Inherit the Earth. Coming June 1st, Jesus arm wrestles Reverend John Hagee. Can't wait? Visit the website. Check out the book.